We sponsor Sosteen. She is 4 and she's from Uganda.
She likes to clap her hands and play the drums.
First learned about compassion at this Compassion Mobile experience, and it took us through a tour about children in third world countries that are in poverty, and it was very eye-opening.
The first part of the Compassion Mobile experience was super informative, very shocking to see how some of these kids lived and some of the conditions they might be in.
They had to live in tiny dirt spaces. They didn't have a lot of food.
Their house was 1 room. Their floor was dirt.
Going into the experience, no, I was not aware of how bad some of those conditions could be, and the Compassion Mobile experience really opened my eyes to that.
They didn't have a lot of television. They didn't have any television.
What we learned from the Compassion Mobile experience is after a child gets sponsored, not only are they offered food and water and opportunities to go to church and school, but they also thrive in their adult life. For example, the kid that we learned about, she went on to go to college and become a doctor.
After learning about compassion, I wanted to sponsor a child because then it would help them and it wouldn't make them sad.
And they could have better food. They can get notes from other people, and they can live better lives.
Yeah, of course, after going through the experience, sponsoring a child seemed like an easy choice and seemed like the right choice to make.
So after going through the Compassion Mobile experience and learning what compassion does for these kids, we all decided that we wanted to sponsor a kid of our own. Yeah. So we found out the cost was $38 a month.
Our dad said if we wanted to sponsor a child, we would have to
Cut
the budget.
We need to cut the budget.
The way we decided to come up with the $38 a month was to stop eating at the cookout, which we usually go after church once a month, which was kind of hard.
The cookout is a food place where you can get hamburgers and main stuff like that. But the cool thing is that you can get 2 sides, like chicken nuggets,
hush puppies,
chicken wraps, bacon wraps.
While we loved going to the cookout and it was a family tradition of ours, we knew that by sacrificing this, we'd be helping a child in need, which is way more important.
Much more important.
It was kind of easy and hard from cutting out the cookout to sponsor a child, because then we know that they're going to live a better life.
We sponsor a child, and her name is Sosteen. She's from Uganda, and she is 4 years old.
The day we actually sponsored her was her birthday, so she had just turned 4 the day that we sponsored her, which was really cool.
I think it makes Sosteen feel really happy and excited, because then she knows that people are caring for her and praying for her
And loving her.
and she knows that we're trying to help her in her future.
Some of the things we learned about Sosteen is that she loves playing drums and hand clapping, so she seems really into music.
She's got rhythm.
Yeah, she's a really sweet girl and she's just very beautiful.
We communicate with Sosteen by writing letters to her.
So one of the cool things about Compassion is you can write letters to your sponsored child.
Yeah, it's really easy. They even have an app where you can write letters.
For instance, we were on the way, we were driving on Easter Day and we wrote her a happy letter.
My mom just took out her phone. In 2 to 3 minutes, we wrote a letter to Sosteen, and it was just super easy.
It's like shooting a text.
We write how is she doing and how are we doing.
The things that we write to Sosteen are words of encouragement, love, tell her that we're praying for her, to give her hope.
Yeah, we can even tell funny stories about ourselves to give her a laugh, because laughing is the best medicine.
In doing this, we do become closer with Sosteen, and it's really a great experience.
Yes.
The first letter we wrote to her, I got in a little trouble because I told her what my favorite pizza place was, and then I asked what her favorite pizza place was, and I got in a little trouble because they don't have pizza there.
We feel that the letter writing to Sosteen makes her feel love and hopefully encourages her and knows that someone in another country is praying for her.
We think that people should sponsor a child because it can make the child's life easier.
Sponsoring Sosteen has been an incredible experience. I like knowing that we're helping someone, and I like that we have her picture in our family room and that we're sharing her story with everyone who walks in, as well as our story.
It makes me feel happy that Sosteen has an opportunity to go to school more often and church more often and have a better life.
I would encourage anyone and everyone to sponsor a child. What Compassion is doing is amazing. It can change a child's life forever.
And you're just having one small sacrifice and you're releasing a child out of poverty.
In Jesus' name, amen.